Tim Kennedy posted about this U.S. Navy photo posted to their social media today. And it got me thinking about a topic that has candidly caused some depression issues, certainly taken the wind out of my sails in some circumstances, but in others has helped me to grow as a person and also as an entrepreneur and a business owner. And that topic, of course, is leadership. Tim Kennedy makes a great point in his post. 6 to 10 people, he says 10, I'd say probably 6 to 10 people had to approve that post before it actually got posted. For context, my father, who's 64 and was never in the military and doesn't own any M4 firearms, I sent him that photo and he pretty much immediately identified that the scope was backwards. That being said, I don't begrudge the commander for not knowing. I mean, for all we know, he's basically never used a rifle to get to that position. I mean, there's no requirement to use a rifle as far as I'm concerned or that I'm aware of to run a ship. So, really the people around him should have known before they put that rifle into his hands. But so what happened? Who set up that photo? Who took the picture? Who posted it? Working in the United States Coast Guard right now for the social media team, I can tell you that there's quite a bit of scrutiny on all the posts. Everybody's got to have a say. It creates circumstances not the most ideal for creativity and energy and excitement. The reality is, when you make a mistake and it's met with a whole bunch of text messages late at night asking what the hell went wrong and how the hell did you fuck up, eventually you just kind of lose the energy to go above and beyond for that task in that position. And so it gets really difficult. And what happens is you end up with employees who are checking the box. Check the box employees, hey, you got to get a post up on social media every day. Well, in the civilian world, if you're getting paid a salary to do a good job, and when you do a great job, you're rewarded, whether it be with praise or a promotion. In the military side, that in many circumstances doesn't happen. So you're told to post every single day, Monday through Friday. Well, then you create posts every single day, Monday through Friday. And it is literally the bare minimum. It is check the box attitude. I check the box, I create a post, somebody else approves it, it's off my plate. I don't have to worry about what happens because at the end of the day, I'm going home. And that's kind of the culture that's created when leadership doesn't foster an environment that encourages mistakes, allows creativity, acknowledges hard work, asks for understanding. Hey, why did you post this? Let me understand what your, the thought process was behind it. Maybe I'm not totally aware how social media works. Or communicates to you what they want. Hey, these are the objectives. But a lot of that doesn't happen. And there's actually a book for this called The Peter Principle, named after the principle for this, which is essentially that people get promoted into a position of incompetence. And that makes sense, right? You're promoted above where you're at. Just because you were good at the below position doesn't mean you're going to be great at the position above it. And there are 2 options. You could either learn the skills and get good at it or not. Now, in the civilian world, when you don't, you get fired. In the military world, people tend to stick around. So what you get is people in positions that don't necessarily possess the capability to administer that role or that position. And you get people underneath who, because they've been browbeat and they haven't been rewarded for their hard work, or it hasn't been acknowledged, or when they make a mistake, instead of it being encouraged and allowing for the opportunity to learn, they're kind of like beat down, publicly berated or criticized. Then you get employees that just don't put in that much effort. They check the box. And this becomes a real problem. And it is pervasive in my experience in the military. And that's really, really unfortunate. Just recently in the House of Dragons episode, the mom to the usurper king, she says, you think because you wear the crown that you're bestowed with wisdom? And I think a lot of people sometimes believe because they have a rank or a position that they're bestowed with wisdom. It's just not the case. And, when those people come into that position, like I've come in so many times before with that twinkle in my eye that I'm excited to, tackle this position, do the best job I can, that twinkle in the eye is quickly removed if leadership is not the type that encourages growth or allows for mistakes and rewards hard work. And so you end up just checking the box. I'm not saying it's what should happen. I'm just saying it does happen a lot. So let this photo be a lesson. Leadership is really, really important. Doing the best job you possibly can is really, really important. Encouraging an environment where mistakes are tolerated is really, really important. And on that note, what would be a great way to respond to that photo and the backlash it received on the internet? I think it would be fantastic if the CEO actually had maybe posted a video of himself being like, dude, I don't know how the hell this thing got posted. I can't believe they put a rifle in my hands with the scope backwards. I can't believe I didn't know. But look, mistakes happen. I wanted a cool photo. I wanted a photo to send back to my family, be proud of what I'm doing. I love serving my country. Lord knows, though, a lot of us in uniform love the cool photos, and our families love them as well. So, you just kind of own up to the mistake, and you're like, look, nobody was fired over this. We're all human. That kind of environment would be great. I'm not saying this guy is or isn't that. I don't know him personally, but there's not a lot of those COs, and those are the COs that I would want to work for if I could find them. The one that I know of that I follow that you all should follow if you're not is Captain Gervy. Captain Gervy in the U.S. Navy. I'll tag him here, but there's a leader I wouldn't mind working for. So don't let this happen to you, whether you're at the bottom or the top. See you on the next one.